Hey, it's Teapot. So I've continued on with the idea. I had these farms that I built in our last episode, and then off screen, I kind of built a bamboo farm in here. Same principle though. The idea is that I push a button and this will use pistons to break it down. And one thing I didn't mention last time that I probably should have at least raised the point. Eventually, when I have the option to have observers, if I can get quartz from the nether, then I'll be able to put observers in certain spots to automate these farms so these pistons will automatically go off. So that's kind of the gist of what we're doing. Today, though, what I want to do is I want to talk about a collection system because right now, at least for this one, when I push the button, all of these things are going to break off and then these just kind of lay on the ground. And it would be really nice if we had some way to collect these instead of having to collect them manually and put them all in a barrel over here. So what we want to do is come up with some type of automated system, and rails are probably the best way to do that. So we're going to enter our railway station today and learn how to make some rails. So real quick, rails are very similar to ladders in the way that we make them. It's going to be primarily with sticks, but I am going to have iron as well, which luckily I've got some. But the idea is that I should just be able to make some iron there. That's not how you make rails? What am I missing then? Interesting. I apparently don't know how to make rails. Hmm. Right, I'm an idiot. It's going to be with iron in these positions, and then sticks in the middle. And of course, each one of that's going to make 16 rails. So I can make quite a few rails in this case. And now that I've made rails, I can make other types of rails. So if I wanted to make powered rails, I need to make sure that I got 6 gold, stick, and a redstone. So I need to get some more sticks or some more gold real quick. So let me pop up to my room. You can see over here, I've got the villager trading hall. I've been doing some stuff in here. Let's go ahead and get some more gold. I need 2 more gold. Let's get that taken care of. So now I have 2 gold, then I can have some powered rails. And I'm going to need powered rails because I'm going to want to be able to automate the movement of these. So that'll make 6 powered rails, which is really nice. I'm going to need some redstone torches, so I'm going to get some of those set up as well. And then we'll go ahead and go back down to our area and get that set up. All right, so the real quick idea here is that I'm going to want to set up an area, and I'm going to go ahead and put my barrel here instead of where I've got it. Let me go ahead and move that barrel over. So I've got my barrel, and let me go ahead and get those things as well. But I mean, the inside of that looks, you can see the inside of this looks exactly like what we had before. So let's go ahead and put these back. And of course, the idea is that I'm going to have a barrel set up here, and this barrel is going to have all of these bamboo set up in them. So there's all my bamboo. And then I'm going to have, I'm going to put some cobblestone here, and I'm going to put some powered rails here as well. And the idea is that these powered rails are going to be here, and when I push this button, that's going to power up these powered rails, and any rail cart that's on those rails is going to be sent down the path. Let me go ahead and clean this up real quick. So the idea is that I'm going to get my regular rails that I've got here. They're going to come down, make a little turn, and they're going to come down here. Actually, let me get this down. They're going to start coming down here underneath this. So I'm going to go ahead and dig underneath. Dig underneath. There we go. I'm going to dig underneath as long as I've got the soil, the dirt that I've got here. Now it is going to be dark, so I'm going to go ahead and have some torches down here as well. Probably put a torch right here just to light up this area. But as long as I've got the coarse dirt up there, that means that I've got some bamboo that's growing above it. And when I get to the end, that's when I'm going to want to have these kind of coming back. Okay, so I've ran out of soil here. So what I'm going to do is use the cobblestone as kind of my end here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a redstone torch on the ground here. And the purpose of that redstone torch is going to be to power a rail that's on this spot. So I think I'm going to have to get around that because it's not powering it right now. I might need to put it on the side to make sure it's powered. Let's do that then. We'll fill this in. I will put the redstone torch on the side here. That's still not powering it. Interesting. Let me go ahead and put it. I can't put it there either. Why can't I power it? Do I have to put it underneath it? We'll put it underneath it. So I'm going to. What is that? Is that coal? Got some coal down there. So I'm going to put this here. No, just one of them. This here. Then my redstone torch. And now that will power that redstone. Good. So now what I can do is I can fill up the cobblestone here. And then what I can do is I can do cobblestone and rail. Let's see. So cobblestone and rail, cobblestone and rail, cobblestone and rail, cobblestone, rail, not cobblestone there, I need rail. I'm going to continue with this on down. And then I'm going to need to provide some energy here. So I'm actually going to set up a redstone torch down here because I'm going to want to put some more powered rails here to make sure that we can get up this hill well. So let me get my cobblestone back up. Where's my cobblestone? It's right here. So what I'll do is I'll get my cobblestone. I'll put powered rails here. And we'll continue with this idea of cobblestone and rails. And now we can start working our way up here. So now we'll have our regular rail. And that powered rail should help this go up. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to take this and make it a stair because otherwise I may run into an issue with this trying to go uphill. But the idea is that the rail should go all the way up to here and start unloading. So now what I need to do, let me get a nice little way to get out of here. What I want to do now is I want to make sure I've got a rail car using 5 iron. And I want to take a hopper and put it inside that rail cart. So that gives me a hopper rail cart. And I can put the hopper rail cart on top of this. But of course, right now I've got this stone, and I really don't want this to be a stone. What I do want instead is for this to be a hopper that allows it to go inside. So I'm going to put my powered rail back on top. I'm going to put my regular rail here. And the idea is that pressing the button will cause this. Yeah, I do have the rail there. Pressing this power button will cause this rail to power up and send the cart down. And all the powered rails that I have along the bottom should be allowing it to come back up. So let's make sure that this works as expected. If I press the button, the cart goes, and it looks like it's stopping right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set all of this back one. I just don't have enough room here apparently, so I need to take care of that. So let's see, I've got 2 rails. I'm going to need some more rails. So let's take care of that real quick. We'll get 2 more rails. And of course, in order to get 2 more rails, I have to get 16 more rails, which makes perfect sense. And the idea is that I should be able to have this come around like this. And now that rail should come by. So let's get our cart. Did I lose my rail cart? Fall down here? No, that's just cobblestone down there. Where's my rail cart? There it is. So now the idea is that I should have my cart right there. And when I push this button, I needed to make this go down 1 more, didn't I? Because otherwise I'm going to have that same issue of bumping into this. So I need to have this here. So this is going to have to come down like this. That'll take us up. So now I should be able to get it going. Okay. This can't get out of this hole. Not a pickaxe. But now if I push this, that should get the cart rolling. And the cart should return and right back up to that spot. And what's happening now is that it is dumping out its inventory into this barrel. And it just happened to pick up all the cobblestone as well. If I push it again, then hopefully it should get the rest of this stuff. So it looks like it's not getting everything down here. What I may need to do is I may need to have it come do a loop and basically come back under this side here. So I'm going to try that real quick. I need a pickaxe though. I need to get out of here. Do I have a spare pickaxe on me? I do. All right. So what I'm going to need then, and of course because I've dug this hole, I need to actually come down this side here. I'm going to have to dig a little trough over here to put that torch. So then what will happen is instead of putting the rail here, I'm not going to want this. What I'm going to want instead is I'm going to want to continue my rails around. Now the rail should come back this way, and I'm going to want them to kind of rejoin here. So let's go ahead and continue this. No. I am going to need a little bit of power here, so I'm not sure this is going to be enough for it to come all the way down. So I'm going to put a little powered rail underneath. I have 2 more powered rails. I do have 2 more powered rails. Excellent. So then I'm going to continue with this. And I'm going to want it to kind of rejoin right here. I'm not sure that's going to work the way I'm expecting it. I think I'm going to need a couple more powered rails in order to make it back up this. And I'm going to need a few more regular rails as well. So let's go ahead and get those taken care of. This was bothering me anyway. Oh, back down. Excellent. Okay, so we'll dig back here then. And it's just destroying everything. We need to get some more gold, so let's go back and get 6 more gold. Everyone's still asleep up here. Do I have 6 more gold? I have 4 more gold and 4 ingots, so I can go ahead and put those in a furnace real quick. Get the other 6 gold. I'll probably need to do another mining expedition pretty soon. So now that I've got the 6 gold, I can go over and make some more powered rails. Not activator rails, but powered rails. And now I can come down here and, just like we did before, another powered or another redstone there. Get some more of our cobblestone. We'll get some more of our powered rail that we just created. And that should allow us to get back up this hill. Let's go ahead and get the hill set up. So we're going to have another cobblestone. And some powered rails, or some regular rails, excuse me. The idea is that these regular rails, and I'm going to need just a few more, make one more batch of rails. Now what I can do is I can go in here and I'm going to need to get this to go this way. So let's see if I can. I have to do some fancy finagling to make sure that these blocks work the way that I'm expecting. So let's get this, that. I can get that to go. I can get that to go up. I believe I can get this to go up. That should work the way I'm expecting it now. So now let's try this. Let's go ahead and push the button And we should be able to see the stuff get picked up from underneath. You can see it getting picked up. And it came back. And we can see that it's slowly putting back in here. And we don't have very much loss. I think we just have one here and this one here because it fell on top. But that's almost an acceptable loss at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a torch in here, and I'm actually going to close off this area. And we've got a nice little harvestable area. Let's get my polished granite back on the bar. Now what I want to do is I want to try it one more time to make sure it works with everything closed off. So you can see it's picking up the stuff and then it's coming back. So it looks like it's working as we're expected. Excellent. So the idea is that this is going to be some type of automated system, and eventually what I can do is I can put a few observers up there so that when these grow up to a certain height, this will automatically punch them out, and then this cart will come and automatically collect them. So now that I've got this idea down, this idea that I can put a rail underneath these to kind of automate the collection, I definitely could do that for any other farms that I happen to make. So for example, if I wanted to automate this farm, I could do that. Just set a little cart to do it, and I could almost have the cart kind of go in a circle, which I think would work really well. Automating this is going to be a little bit harder, but I could do that by putting dispensers back there with empty buckets and just have the dispensers go through. This is going to be same idea as before, but I'm probably going to end up cleaning up this area a little bit. I've been trying to breed my villagers a little bit more, and I've got some extra villagers down here. I've also attracted the attention of a villager, so I've got a zombie villager that's hanging out right here waiting for me. But that's the main idea of what we were trying to do today. We were trying to automate our farms with rails, and we've done that. So we've completed the rails part of it. So the only thing that's really left for us to do before we can actually get diamond tools is to make sure that we've got all of our emeralds. We are still stuck at 4 emeralds that we've actually harvested. And remember that we said we weren't going to do diamond tools until we've gotten 9 harvested emeralds. I'm not counting the emeralds from trading in there. So y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.